Crabs are a diverse group of crustaceans that belong to the infraorder Brachyura. They are characterized by their broad, flattened bodies, 10 jointed legs, and 2 claws, which are modified legs. Crabs are found in oceans, freshwater habitats, and on land, and they play important ecological roles. Here are some key characteristics and facts about crabs. Crabs have a distinctive body shape with a hard exoskeleton, a wide carapace, and 2 pincer-like claws, one larger than the other. Their legs are well suited for walking and swimming, and they are typically equipped with sharp pincers for feeding and defense. Crabs are incredibly adaptable and can be found in a variety of aquatic environments, including oceans, estuaries, rivers, and lakes. Some species, known as land crabs, have adapted to terrestrial life and are found in coastal and forested regions. Crabs are omnivores, and their diets can vary widely, depending on their habitat and species. They feed on a variety of organic material, including algae, detritus, small invertebrates, and even dead fish. Crabs typically have separate sexes, with males and females. Mating involves a complex courtship ritual, and females lay eggs, which they carry with them until they hatch into larvae. Larvae then go through various developmental stages, before becoming juvenile crabs. Crabs have a range of defense mechanisms, including their claws, which they can use for both offense and defense. Some species are also known to be highly camouflaged, while others have hard exoskeletons that provide protection. Crabs have the remarkable ability to regenerate lost limbs and appendages during the molting process. This allows them to recover from injuries or damage to their bodies. Some crab species are known to be highly social and may live in large groups. For example, fiddler crabs are known for their group activities, including courtship displays and burrow construction. Many crab species are economically important as seafood, with blue crabs, mountainous crabs, and king crabs being among the most well-known and commercially harvested species. Crab meat is consumed worldwide in various culinary dishes. Crabs play important ecological roles in their habitats. They help control the populations of small invertebrates and are known for their ability to consume dead and decaying material, which contributes to nutrient cycling. Some crab populations are vulnerable to overfishing and habitat destruction. Conservation efforts are in place to protect certain species in their habitats. Crabs are a diverse and fascinating group of crustaceans, with various adaptations for life in aquatic and terrestrial environments. Their importance in marine ecosystems, as well as their economic value in the seafood industry, makes them a subject of both ecological research and human interest. Water fleas, scientifically known as Daphnia, are small, planktonic crustaceans belonging to the order Podosura. They are a vital component of freshwater ecosystems, serving as important links in aquatic food chains. Water fleas are named for their rapid, jerky swimming movements, which can resemble the jumping motion of terrestrial fleas. Here are some key characteristics and facts about water fleas. Water fleas are typically small, ranging from 0.2 to 6 millimeters in length. They have a transparent, oval-shaped body, and many species have a protective carapace, or wellmet, that covers their head and body. Water fleas are primarily found in freshwater habitats, including ponds, lakes, rivers, and streams. They are typically planktonic, meaning they drift or swim in the water column. Water fleas are filter feeders. They use specialized appendages to create currents that bring suspended particles, such as algae and organic matter, toward their mouth. They then use setae to filter and consume these particles. Water fleas can reproduce both sexually and asexually, depending on environmental conditions. In response to favorable conditions, they can produce eggs, parthenogenetically. In less favorable conditions, sexual reproduction takes place, leading to the production of resting eggs, which can withstand adverse conditions and hatch when conditions improve. Water fleas are an important food source for various aquatic organisms, including small fish, insects, and zooplankton. Their abundance and reproductive capabilities make them a critical link in aquatic food chains. Water fleas help regulate algal populations by consuming phytoplankton, which can help control water quality in freshwater ecosystems. They also contribute to nutrient cycling by excreting nutrients back into the water. The presence and abundance of water fleas can serve as indicators of water quality. Changes in their populations can signal shifts in the health of aquatic ecosystems. Water fleas are commonly used in laboratory settings as model organisms for ecological and toxicological research. They are also used as a primary food source for aquatic organisms in aquaculture, and as a live food source for aquarium fish. While water fleas themselves are not typically the focus of conservation efforts, their well-being is tied to the health of freshwater ecosystems. Conservation efforts aim to protect these ecosystems, which benefits water fleas and other aquatic life. Water fleas are integral components of freshwater ecosystems, contributing to the health and stability of these environments. Their importance in nutrient cycling, their role as a food source, and their use in scientific research make them valuable subjects of study and conservation efforts. Scabies mites, or Sarcops scabiei, are microscopic parasitic mites that infest the skin of humans and certain other animals, causing a contagious skin condition known as scabies. These mites burrow into the upper layers of the skin and lay eggs, leading to intense itching and discomfort. Here are some key characteristics and facts about scabies mites and the condition they cause. Scabies mites are very tiny, measuring only about 0.2 to 0.4 millimeters in length. They have a round oval-shaped body with 4 pairs of legs. These mites are nearly invisible to the naked eye. The life cycle of a scabies mite consists of several stages, including eggs, larvae, nymphs, and adults. The entire life cycle typically takes about 10 to 14 days to complete. Adult female mites burrow into the skin to create tunnels, where they lay their eggs. Scabies is a highly contagious condition, and it spreads through close physical contact with an infested person. It can also be transmitted through infested clothing, bedding, or towels. Scabies mites can survive away from the human body for a short period, which makes vomit transmission possible. The main symptom of scabies is severe itching, which is typically worse at night. Infested individuals may also develop a pimple-like rash, small red bumps, and small, thread-like burrow tracks on the skin. The itching and skin irritation are due to the mites burrowing, and the body's immune response. Scabies mites can infest various parts of the body, including the folds of the skin, wrists, elbows, armpits, buttocks, genital area, and the webbing between the fingers and toes. In children and infants, the scalp, face, palms, and soles of the feet can also be affected. Scratching the itchy areas can lead to skin infections, as open sores may become infected with bacteria. These secondary infections can exacerbate the condition and require treatment with antibiotics. Scabies is treatable with prescription medications, such as topical creams, or oral medications that kill the mites and their eggs. In addition to treating the affected individual, it's often recommended to wash or dry clean infested clothing, bedding, and towels and vacuum the home thoroughly. Scabies is a global health issue, with millions of cases occurring annually. It can affect people of all ages, races, and socioeconomic backgrounds, but it is particularly prevalent in crowded or institutional settings. Preventing the spread of scabies involves avoiding close physical contact with infested individuals, as well as washing and changing clothing and bedding regularly. Timely treatment of affected individuals is also important to prevent further transmission. Scabies is a parasitic skin infestation caused by tiny mites that can lead to intense itching and discomfort. It is a treatable condition, and prompt treatment is important to prevent its spread to others and to minimize complications. Chiggers, also known as harvest mites or scrub mites, are tiny, parasitic arachnids belonging to the family Trombiculidae. These minuscule mites are known for their ability to cause intense itching and skin irritation in humans and other animals. Chiggers are found in various parts of the world and are most commonly encountered in grassy or brushy areas. Here are some key characteristics and facts about chiggers. Chiggers are incredibly small, measuring about 0.2 to 0.4 millimeters in length. They have 6 legs in their larval stage, making them different from adult mites, which have 8 legs. Chiggers go through 4 stages in their life cycle: egg, larva, nymph, and adult. It is the larval stage that is responsible for causing skin irritation in humans and animals. Chiggers are typically found in grassy or brushy areas, including fields, forests, and gardens. They are often present in tall grasses and low vegetation, where they wait for a host to attach to. The larval chiggers are parasitic and feed on the skin of their hosts, which can include humans, mammals, and birds. They use specialized mouthparts to pierce the skin and inject enzymes that break down skin cells, creating a feeding tube. The irritation and itching result from this feeding process. Chigger larvae are the stage that bites and inflicts skin irritation. After feeding, they drop to the ground to molt into nymphs, and eventually into adult mites. The bites of chigger larvae can cause intense itching and skin irritation. The affected area may develop red, pimple-like bumps that can become blisters or develop into welts. The itching can be persistent and may last for days. To avoid chigger bites, it is advisable to wear long clothing when venturing into areas where chiggers are known to be present. Using insect repellents and taking a shower, and changing clothes after being in chigger-prone areas can also help. If bitten by chiggers, relief from itching and skin irritation can be obtained through over-the-counter anti-itch creams or ointments. Scratching should be avoided, as it can lead to secondary infections. In severe cases, or if a secondary infection develops, medical attention may be necessary. Chigger bites are common in many parts of the world, particularly in warm and humid environments. They are more prevalent in late spring, summer, and early autumn. While chiggers can be a nuisance to humans, they are part of natural ecosystems and can help control populations of small invertebrates, including insects and mites, by acting as parasitic predators. Chiggers are tiny mites that can cause uncomfortable skin irritation, but they are a natural part of many ecosystems. Understanding how to avoid their bites and how to treat the resulting skin irritation is important for those who spend time in chigger-prone areas. Stoneflies are aquatic insects belonging to the order Plecoptera. They are ancient insects with a remarkable diversity of species, found in freshwater ecosystems around the world, especially in cold, fast-flowing streams and rivers. Stoneflies are considered blue indicators of water quality, and play a crucial role in freshwater food chains. Here are some key characteristics and facts about stoneflies. Stoneflies vary in size, with species ranging from 6 to 50 millimeters in length. They have elongated bodies, 2 pairs of wings, and long antennae. Their name stonefly is derived from their preference for rocky substrates in freshwater habitats. Stoneflies are primarily aquatic insects, and they are typically found in pristine and unpolluted freshwater environments. They are commonly associated with clear, cold, fast-flowing streams and rivers, where their nymphs and larvae are adapted to aquatic life. The life cycle of stoneflies consists of 3 stages: egg, nymph, and adult. Stoneflies undergo incomplete metamorphosis, meaning that nymphs resemble smaller versions of the adults, with the main differences being the absence of wings and gills on the nymphs. Stonefly nymphs are aquatic and spend the majority of their lives underwater. They have specialized adaptations for their aquatic habitat, including gills for respiration and strong, grasping legs for clinging to rocks and debris in fast-flowing waters. Stonefly nymphs are primarily herbivores, feeding on algae, detritus, and other organic material in the aquatic environment. Some species are predators, preying on smaller aquatic organisms. Stonefly nymphs reach maturity, and they leave the water to emerge into winged, adult insects. This emergence is typically timed with environmental cues, such as temperature and photoperiod. Stonefly adults have 2 pairs of wings and are relatively poor flyers. They are short-lived, with most of their adult life devoted to reproduction. They do not feed as adults and rely on energy reserves built up during their nymphal stage. Mating in stoneflies usually occurs on or near the water's surface. After mating, females lay eggs in the water, where they sink to the bottom or adhere to underwater substrate. Stoneflies are sensitive to changes in water quality, and are used as indicators of freshwater health. The presence or absence of specific stonefly species can provide valuable information about the environmental condition of a water body. Some stonefly species are at risk due to habitat degradation and pollution of freshwater ecosystems. Conservation efforts often involve protecting and restoring the habitats where these insects thrive. Stoneflies are ecologically important insects in freshwater ecosystems, contributing to nutrient cycling and serving as a food source for various aquatic animals. Their presence and diversity can help scientists and conservationists assess the health and quality of freshwater habitats. Mantis shrimps, also known as stomatopods, are a group of marine crustaceans that belong to the order Stomatopoda. They are renowned for their striking appearance, exceptional color vision, and incredible predatory abilities. Mantis shrimps are highly diverse, with over 400 known species found in tropical and subtropical waters around the world. Here are some key characteristics and facts about mantis shrimps. Mantis shrimps come in a wide range of sizes, with some species measuring only a few centimeters in length, while others can exceed 30 centimeters. They have elongated bodies, a hard exoskeleton, and highly modified, powerful front appendages known as raptorial claws. Mantis shrimps are renowned for their vibrant and intricate coloration. Their exoskeleton can feature a dazzling array of colors and patterns, which serve various functions, including camouflage and communication. Mantis shrimps possess some of the most complex and sophisticated eyes in the animal kingdom. They have compound eyes with multiple facets, and some species can see a broader spectrum of colors and polarized light compared to humans. This exceptional visual system aids in hunting and communication. Mantis shrimps are formidable predators. They use their powerful raptorial claws to strike at prey with incredible speed and force. These claws are capable of smashing shells and exoskeletons, and they can also impale or spear prey with a stabbing motion. Mantis shrimps have a diverse diet, which includes various marine organisms, such as crustaceans, fish, mollusks, and other invertebrates. They are opportunistic hunters and can capture a wide range of prey. Mantis shrimps reproduce sexually, and they typically have separate sexes. In some species, males court females by performing complex displays and delivering spermatophores. Females may carry and protect their eggs until they hatch. While some mantis shrimp species are solitary, others exhibit various forms of social behavior. Some live in burrows and share their homes with a mate, while others engage in aggressive territorial disputes with neighboring individuals. Mantis shrimps use visual signals, including body movements and color changes, for communication and mate recognition. They can also use their antennae to explore their environment and interact with conspecifics. Mantis shrimps are not typically considered threatened or endangered, but their populations can be affected by habitat degradation, overfishing, and the collection of certain species for the aquarium trade. Conservation efforts often focus on protecting their marine habitats. Mantis shrimps are fascinating creatures with extraordinary adaptations for hunting and survival in the marine environment. Their complex visual system and powerful claws make them top predators in their ecosystems. They are subjects of scientific research and admiration for their remarkable abilities. Antlions are small predatory insects that belong to the family Myrmelidae. They are known for their distinctive funnel-shaped pits or traps that they dig in loose, sandy soil to capture their prey. Antlions are found in various parts of the world and are fascinating for their unique hunting behavior. Here are some key characteristics and facts about antlions. Antlions have elongated bodies with long, slender, and lace-like wings. They are typically tan or brown in color. Their most distinctive feature is their large, sickle-shaped mandibles, which they use to grasp and pierce their prey. Antlions are commonly found in sandy or loose soil environments, such as deserts, sand dunes, and sandy woodland areas. They are particularly skilled at burrowing in these types of substrates. Antlions go through complete metamorphosis, consisting of 4 life stages: egg, larva, pupa, and adult. The larval stage is the most well known for its unique behavior. Antlion larvae are sometimes called doodlebugs, due to the winding, spiraling paths they create while searching for suitable locations to dig their pits. These pits are funnel-shaped and are designed to trap small insects, primarily ants. The antlion larva constructs a conical pit by digging with its body and creating loose, granular soil. Once the pit is complete, the larva buries itself at the bottom and waits for prey to fall in. When an unsuspecting ant or other small insect stumbles into the pit, the antlion larva rapidly flings sand or debris with its mandibles, causing the prey to slide down to the bottom, where it is captured and consumed. After reaching a certain size, antlion larvae will pupate in a silk cocoon. This pupal stage lasts for a few weeks to several months, depending on the species. During this time, they undergo transformation into the adult stage. Antlion adults are often nocturnal and are strong flyers. They feed on nectar and pollen from flowers. Their adult lifespan is relatively short, as they focus primarily on mating and reproducing. Adult antlions communicate through various signals and behaviors, including wing flicking, body vibrations, and pheromones. These behaviors are used to attract mates. Antlions are not typically considered endangered or a conservation concern, as they are widespread and adaptable insects. However, they can be affected by habitat destruction and the removal of sand dunes, which can impact their preferred sandy habitats. Antlions are remarkable insects known for their unique predatory behavior and the intricate pits they create to capture their prey. Their hunting strategy is a fascinating example of natural adaptation to specific environments, and they play a vital role in controlling insect populations in their ecosystems. Springtails, also known as columbola, are tiny, wingless hexapods that belong to the class Columbola. They are among the most abundant and widely distributed macroarthropods on Earth, found in a variety of terrestrial and aquatic habitats. Springtails are known for their remarkable ability to jump, which they achieve by using a specialized tail-like structure called a furcula. Here are some key characteristics and facts about springtails. Springtails are typically small, measuring 0.2 to 6 millimeters in length. They have soft bodies, 6 legs, and unique forked appendages, called the furcula, located on the underside of their abdomen. The furcula is folded under their body and used for jumping. Springtails are found in a wide range of environments, from soil and leaf litter to rotting wood and mosses. They can also inhabit freshwater and marine habitats, such as intertidal zones and the surface of bodies of water. Springtails are highly adaptable and can thrive in various climates, including polar regions. Springtails are primarily detritivores, meaning they feed on decaying organic matter, including dead plants, fungi, algae, and bacteria. They play a crucial role in breaking down and recycling organic material in ecosystems. Springtails are renowned for their extraordinary jumping ability, which allows them to escape from predators, reach new feeding areas, and distribute to different locations. When they want to jump, they release their furcula, which snaps down against the substrate, propelling them into the air. Springtails breathe through a system of small tubes called tracheae, which deliver air directly to their cells. This respiratory system allows them to live in environments with varying levels of humidity. Springtails reproduce sexually, with males and females coming together to mate. Some species lay eggs in the soil, while others give birth to live young. Springtails have a relatively short lifespan, often completing their life cycle in a matter of weeks to several months. Springtails are an essential component of terrestrial and aquatic ecosystems. They contribute to the decomposition of organic matter, thereby facilitating nutrient cycling and enriching soils. They also serve as a food source for a variety of predators, including ants, spiders, and beetles. Springtails are not typically the focus of conservation efforts, as they are highly resilient and adaptable to various environmental conditions. However, they are important contributors to ecosystem health and stability. Springtails have developed various adaptations that enable them to survive challenging conditions, including extreme temperatures, desiccation, and exposure to pollutants. Springtails are fascinating arthropods known for their agility and their vital role in nutrient cycling and decomposition processes within ecosystems. Despite their small size, they have a significant impact on the health and functioning of natural habitats. Fiddler crabs are small, colorful, and highly distinctive crustaceans, belonging to the genus Euca. They are commonly found in coastal and intertidal regions, particularly in mudflats, mangrove forests, and salt marshes. Fiddler crabs are known for their unique claw morphology and fascinating courtship displays. Here are some key characteristics and facts about fiddler crabs. Fiddler crabs are relatively small, with males having one oversized claw, and females having two smaller symmetrical claws. The large claw of the male resembles a fiddle or violin, hence their common name. The smaller claws of both males and females are used for feeding and other activities. Fiddler crabs are typically found in intertidal zones, where they inhabit mudflats, sandy shores, and coastal areas with soft sediments. They are especially common in mangrove forests and salt marshes. Fiddler crabs are detritivores, primarily feeding on organic matter found in the sediments. They consume algae, bacteria, detritus, and small organic particles using their small feeding claws. Fiddler crabs are burrowing animals. They create burrows in the mud or sand, which serve as their shelter and provide protection from predators and environmental conditions. These burrows are also used for thermoregulation, as crabs can retreat underground to avoid extreme temperatures. Fiddler crabs are known for their elaborate courtship displays. Male fiddler crabs use their oversized claw to perform intricate waving and drumming movements to attract females. The courtship displays are species-specific, and females choose their mates based on the male's performance. After mating, females lay their eggs in burrows, where they are protected until they hatch. Fiddler crabs undergo indirect development, with eggs hatching into larvae known as zooe. These larvae eventually metamorphose into juvenile crabs, which then grow into adults. The early larval stages occur in the water, where they are part of the zooplankton. Fiddler crabs are preyed upon by various animals, including shorebirds, fish, and other crabs. Their burrowing behavior helps protect them from some predators. Fiddler crabs are not typically a focus of conservation efforts, but they are essential components of coastal ecosystems. Their burrowing activities help aerate sediments and cycle nutrients, and they serve as a food source for various animals. Fiddler crabs are often seen in groups or colonies, particularly during the breeding season. Males establish territories around their burrows and engage in territorial disputes with neighboring males. Fiddler crabs are remarkable creatures known for their unique claw morphology and captivating courtship displays. Their presence in intertidal areas contributes to the ecological health and functioning of coastal ecosystems, making them a subject of scientific study and admiration for their behavior. Green crabs, also known as European green crabs, are a species of small to medium-sized shore crabs native to Europe and northern Africa. They are notorious for their invasive nature and their negative impact on local ecosystems in regions where they have been introduced. Here are some key characteristics and facts about green crabs. Green crabs are typically small, with a carapace that can range in color from green to brown or red. They have distinctive, five-pointed carapaces with pronounced spines along the front edges. Their claws are relatively small, with the right claw being larger than the left. Green crabs are native to European and North African coastal areas, where they are a natural component of the ecosystem. Green crabs are considered one of the world's most invasive species. They have been introduced to numerous regions, including the eastern coast of North America, the western coast of North America, and various other locations worldwide. Their introduction often results in significant ecological disruption. Green crabs are omnivores and opportunistic feeders. They consume a wide range of prey, including small fish, bivalves, crustaceans, and algae. Their voracious appetite and aggressive foraging behavior can lead to the decline of native species. Green crabs reproduce via a process called terminal reproduction. Females mate and produce multiple broods of eggs over their lifespan. The larvae hatch into planktonic forms and eventually settle as juvenile crabs. Green crabs are aggressive and competitive, often outcompeting native species for resources and habitat. They can displace native crabs and shellfish species, altering local ecosystems. The introduction of green crabs to new regions has caused significant environmental damage. They can reduce the abundance of native species, including commercially valuable shellfish such as clams and mussels. Their predation on seagrasses and algae can also have negative consequences for coastal habitats. Efforts to control green crab populations have included trapping, culling, and even culinary use of the crabs in some regions. Research into biological controls, such as introducing natural predators, has also been explored. In regions where green crabs have invaded, there is a growing concern for the conservation of native species and the restoration of affected ecosystems. Green crabs are able to disperse quickly and easily. Their spread can occur through ballast water discharge from ships, larvae drifting in ocean currents, or even human transportation for commercial purposes. Green crabs are a significant ecological concern due to their invasive nature and the negative impacts they have on local ecosystems. Management and control efforts are ongoing in areas affected by their invasion, but their presence remains a challenging conservation issue. Fire ants are a group of aggressive, stinging ants belonging to the SoulSoRelaxing genus. They are known for their painful stings, aggressive behavior, and their ability to build large, conspicuous mounds in the soil. Fire ants are native to South America, but have been introduced to other parts of the world, where they have become invasive pests. Here are some key characteristics and facts about fire ants. Fire ants vary in size, but they are typically reddish-brown to reddish-black in color. They have two segmented, club-like antennae and a two-segmented waist. Their mandibles are strong and used for feeding and defense. Fire ants are native to South America, specifically in parts of Brazil and Argentina. There are several species of fire ants, but the most notorious and widely known is the red imported fire ant. Red imported fire ants have been introduced to various regions, including the United States, Australia, and Asia. Their aggressive nature and ability to outcompete native ant species have earned them a reputation as invasive pests. Fire ants are named for their painful stings, which they use for defense. When disturbed, they will bite and then sting, injecting venom that causes intense burning, itching, and swelling in humans and other animals. Some people can have severe allergic reactions to fire ant stings. Fire ant colonies consist of thousands to hundreds of thousands of worker ants, a single queen and male ants. The workers are responsible for foraging, caring for the young, and defending the colony. Fire ant colonies are known for the large mounds they build in the soil. These mounds can reach heights of up to 18 inches, and provide protection for the queen and developing brood. Fire ants are omnivorous and scavengers. They feed on a variety of foods, including insects, small vertebrates, seeds, and nectar. They are also known for their role as honeydew collectors, tending aphids and other sap-feeding insects for their sweet secretions. Fire ant colonies produce winged reproductive ants that leave the nest during swarming events. Mating occurs during these flights, and fertilized queens establish new colonies after shedding their wings. In regions where fire ants have been introduced, they can disrupt local ecosystems by displacing native ant species and affecting the abundance of other invertebrates. They can also negatively impact agriculture by damaging crops and invading electrical equipment. Efforts to control fire ant populations often involve the use of chemical insecticides, biological control agents, and cultural practices. Integrated pest management strategies are used to mitigate the impact of these invasive ants. Fire ants are known for their aggressive behavior and painful stings, making them a nuisance and a potential threat to humans and animals in regions where they have become invasive. Managing their populations and reducing their impact on ecosystems and agriculture is an ongoing challenge. Spiny lobsters are a group of marine crustaceans belonging to the family Palynuridae. Unlike the more familiar clawed lobsters, such as the American lobster, spiny lobsters have long, spiny antennae and lack the large, powerful claws found in their clawed counterparts. Spiny lobsters are highly prized in culinary circles for their sweet, succulent meat, and are caught for both commercial and recreational purposes. Here are some key characteristics and facts about spiny lobsters. Spiny lobsters are typically characterized by their spiny, elongated bodies and long, whip-like antennae. They come in various colors, including shades of red, brown, and blue. Unlike clawed lobsters, spiny lobsters lack large pressure claws. Spiny lobsters are found in warm and tropical marine waters around the world. They inhabit rocky reefs, coral reefs, and sandy bottoms in depth, ranging from shallow waters to hundreds of meters deep. Spiny lobsters are omnivorous and primarily scavengers, feeding on a diet of dead animals, fish, mollusks, and detritus. They are also known to prey on small invertebrates and marine organisms, using their strong spiny antennae to capture and manipulate prey. Spiny lobsters have a unique reproductive behavior known as broadcast spawning. During the breeding season, females release their eggs into the water, where they are fertilized by males. The larvae go through several stages before settling on the ocean floor as juvenile lobsters. Spiny lobsters continue to grow throughout their lives by periodically shedding their exoskeleton in a process called molting. The frequency of molting decreases as they reach maturity. They can live for several decades, with some species having a lifespan of 20 to 50 years. Spiny lobsters are highly sought after for their delicious, sweet meat. They are caught both for commercial purposes, where they are marketed as a gourmet seafood product, and for recreational diving and fishing. Popular dishes made from spiny lobsters include lobster tails, lobster bisque, and various lobster salads. The management of spiny lobster fisheries is crucial to prevent overfishing and protect these valuable species. Regulations on size limits, fishing seasons, and gear restrictions are commonly used to sustain lobster populations and support the long-term health of marine ecosystems. There are numerous species of spiny lobsters, with the most well-known species being the Caribbean spiny lobster and the California spiny lobster. Each species has its own range and characteristics. The protection of the habitats where spiny lobsters live, such as coral reefs and rocky substrates, is essential to ensure the well-being of these species. Activities that harm these environments, like destructive fishing practices, can impact spiny lobster populations. Spiny lobsters are highly valued for their flavorful meat and are an important component of many coastal economies. Sustainable management practices are essential to maintain healthy lobster populations and the well-being of the ecosystems they inhabit. The Atlas moth is a large and striking species of moth belonging to the Saturnalia family. It is known for its remarkable size, stunning appearance, and unique life cycle. The Atlas moth is native to Southeast Asia, including countries like India, China, Malaysia, and Indonesia. Here are some key characteristics and facts about Atlas moth. Atlas moths are among the largest moths in the world in terms of wingspan. They have a wingspan that can reach up to 10-12 inches, and their wings are adorned with intricate, colorful patterns. They are often reddish-brown or tawny in tone. The wings of the Atlas moth are translucent and have distinctive, snake-like patterns, including eye spots that resemble the eyes of a snake. These patterns serve as a form of mimicry to deter potential predators. The lifespan of Atlas moths is relatively short, typically lasting for about 1 to 2 weeks. Their primary purpose as adults is to mate and reproduce. Atlas moths are primarily nocturnal and are known to be attracted to sources of light. They are not strong flyers and often have a short, uncoordinated flight. Their large size, however, makes them visually striking when in flight. The mating process of Atlas moths is relatively short. After mating, females lay eggs on the undersides of leaves of host plants, which are typically trees in the genus Citrus or other citrus-related plants. The caterpillars of Atlas moths are large, hairy, and striking in appearance. They are typically green or pale blue and have distinctive tubercles or spines. They feed voraciously on the leaves of their host plants. The caterpillar spins a protective cocoon around itself before pupating. The cocoon is often large and tough, with a thick, papery texture. It can be brown or reddish-brown in color. Inside the cocoon, the caterpillar undergoes metamorphosis, eventually transforming into the pupal stage. This stage lasts for several weeks. Atlas moths are found in tropical and subtropical regions of Southeast Asia. They are often encountered in forested areas and gardens. Atlas moths are not typically considered endangered or threatened. However, habitat loss and environmental factors can affect their populations, and conservation efforts may focus on preserving the forests and ecosystems where they reside. Atlas moths are celebrated for their impressive size and stunning wing patterns. They are emblematic of the diversity and beauty of moths found in tropical regions, and are sought after by collectors and enthusiasts for their unique appearance. Dung beetles are a diverse group of insects that belong to the family Scarabaeidae. They are known for their remarkable behavior of feeding on and utilizing dung in various ways. Dung beetles play a crucial ecological role by helping to recycle nutrients, improve soil quality, and reduce the abundance of dung in the environment. Here are some key characteristics and facts about dung beetles. Dung beetles vary in size and appearance depending on the species, but they typically have robust bodies, hard exoskeletons, and powerful legs. Their coloration can range from dull brown to metallic green or iridescent hues. Dung beetles are found in a wide range of terrestrial habitats worldwide, from forests and grasslands to deserts and urban areas. They are especially abundant in areas with large herbivores, such as cattle, which provide a consistent source of dung. Dung beetles are primarily detritivores, meaning they feed on decaying organic matter. Their main food source is dung, which provides essential nutrients for their development. They may also consume other organic materials and carrion. Dung beetles play a vital role in ecosystem nutrient cycling by collecting dung and burying it underground. They use their front legs and mouthparts to shape and transport dung into underground tunnels, where it is utilized as a food source and nesting material. This process helps to aerate the soil and improve its structure. Dung beetles lay their eggs within balls of dung, which they bury in tunnels or chambers. When the larvae hatch, they feed on the dung, developing within the underground nest. They eventually pupate, and adult beetles emerge to continue the cycle. Dung beetles can be classified into 3 functional groups based on their behavior. These beetles form dung into spherical balls and roll them away from the source before burying them. Tunnelers bury dung directly below the source, forming vertical tunnels for nesting. Drillers live within the dung itself and do not move it away from the source. Dung beetles help control fly populations and reduce the prevalence of disease-carrying insects by quickly removing dung from the environment. They also enhance soil fertility by incorporating organic matter into the soil. Dung beetles are sensitive to habitat disruption and are often negatively affected by land use changes and agricultural practices. Efforts to conserve dung beetle populations include maintaining natural habitat and implementing sustainable land management practices. Dung beetles are subjects of scientific research due to their fascinating behaviors, ecological roles, and contributions to agricultural and environmental sustainability. Dung beetles are remarkable insects that demonstrate the value of seemingly unappealing ecological roles. Their ability to transform and recycle waste materials into valuable resources benefits both ecosystems and agricultural systems. Scorpion flies are a group of insects belonging to the order Macroptera. They are named for their distinctive scorpion-like tails, which are actually not stingers, but rather enlarged genitalia. Scorpion flies are known for their unique appearance and behavior. Here are some key characteristics and facts about scorpion flies. Scorpion flies are typically small to medium-sized insects, ranging from 5 to 25 millimeters in length. They have slender bodies with 2 pairs of wings, long antennae, and the most distinctive feature, the scorpion-like tail at the tip of the abdomen. This tail is held curved over the body, and is used during courtship and mating. Scorpion flies are found in various habitats, including forests, meadows, and wetlands. They are most common in temperate regions of North America, Europe, and Asia. Scorpion flies are omnivorous, feeding on a variety of food sources. They primarily consume dead insects, nectar, and pollen, making them scavengers and pollinators. Some species are known to be opportunistic predators as well. During courtship, the male scorpion flea presents a prey item, or a nuptial gift to the female to initiate mating. The unique scorpion-like structure at the tip of the abdomen is used in the mating process. It may be used to grasp the female during copulation, but it is not used for stinging as it appears. Scorpion flies undergo complete metamorphosis, consisting of 4 life stages: egg, larva, pupa, and adult. The larvae are typically worm-like and have chewy mouthparts. They feed on organic material, including decaying plant matter and insects. Scorpion flies are not social insects and typically lead solitary lives. They are active during the day and can be seen perched on vegetation, where they feed and engage in courtship behaviors. Some scorpion fly species exhibit mimicry, imitating the appearance of ants. This mimicry can serve as a form of defense against predators. Scorpion flies play a role in pollination, particularly when they visit flowers for nectar and inadvertently transfer pollen between plants. They also contribute to nutrient recycling by consuming dead insects and plant material. Scorpion flies are not typically considered conservation concerns, as they are widely distributed and adaptable to various environments. However, like many insects, they can be affected by habitat loss and environmental changes. Scorpion flies are intriguing insects known for their unusual appearance and behavior, with their scorpion-like tails being a distinctive feature. They contribute to the ecosystems they inhabit by playing roles in pollination and nutrient cycling.